afternoon.
Good afternoon, UPCHURCH family. I'm Tonda.
And I'm Lawrence.
And we are your co-chairs for our
Party in the Park. Come join us on September 10th at Blair Hills Park, 5950 Wright Crest Drive, Culver City, California, 90232.
We're going to be getting together from noon to 4 p.m. So come out for food, fun, prizes, and games so that you can fellowship with your church family.
Come on and see what's up with UPCHURCH. Come and join our UPCHURCH family for some fun. RSVP at upchurch.org.
Good afternoon, UPCHURCH. So I am here to let you know about a class that is only being taught at seminary by your seminary teacher, John Downey III. Atom Smashing Powers of the Mind. It is an advanced Charles Fillmore class in the Master Certificate program. Did you know that science tells us that there is a universal light that animates and sustains all forms and shapes in the universe? These are the kind of things we're going to be talking about, because Jesus said God is spirit, and he also said the kingdom of God is within you. So if you want to release this hidden power within you, Wednesday starting September 7th, that's right after Labor Day, at JCTS online via Zoom with JD3. It's only $50. Now before you start griping about the $50, you get the credits for your Master Certificate program, and we do not collect a love offering. So come and join me for this amazing, phenomenal class that has not been offered in a very, very long time. I'll see you there on Wednesdays in class. And just email me, john@upchurch.org. God bless you. Stay in the light.
UPCHURCH, I have a powerful announcement for you. It's time for our fall semester of spiritual education classes. This semester, we are featuring classes on the Bible. And so we have two powerful classes for you. On Tuesdays, we begin a new Bible series. So join us for Bible 1. This is an introduction to the Bible. Some of the most powerful stories ever told are in the Holy Bible. In these stories are formulas for overcoming your life challenges. Whether you've been reading these stories for years or if you've never picked up a Bible before, this workshop series will explore the stories in a new way and provide a framework for studying scripture and extracting what you need to win in your own life story. This class takes place on Tuesdays from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Pacific. I would love to have you join this class. It's going to be very powerful. On Sundays, join us for the last class in our Bible series, Bible 6, which focuses on the New Testament metaphysical interpretation. This is the second part, and it is from Acts through Revelation. Learn the tools and techniques to find the deeper meaning in the scriptures in this hands-on metaphysical Bible study course. We will cover the metaphysical teachings of Jesus and focus on Acts through Revelation. John Downey III is teaching this class. You don't want to miss it. It takes place on Sundays from 3 to 4:30 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be such a fun fall semester as we explore the Bible. And so I want to invite you to register today. Class registration is open. We have a seat for you. These classes are virtual. Classes begin on Sunday, September 18th, and you can register at upchurch.org. I can't wait to see you in class. Let's study the Bible together. Hey, UPCHURCH family, I have an announcement for you. Worshiping in Color is September 25th. We're going to be worshiping in person, and the color is green. This is where you put on your green, put on your amazing green, and come and worship. Now I want to give you all a little hint. The theme for this Worshiping in Color is prosperity. And so we're going to talk about prosperity. I want you to I got an exercise for you. I have a ceremony for you. I want you to bring some cash. So I know some of us don't hold on to cash. We're using cards and everything, but for Worshiping in Color, I want you to bring some cash. And don't just bring a little bit. Bring some cash that represents a lot of money to you. I want you to do that. If you're worshiping with us virtually, make sure you have cash with you so that you can participate in this amazing blessing of money that we're going to do on September 25th. The theme for Worshiping in Color is prosperity. I cannot wait to be with you, and I want you to remember to start looking for your green. Start getting into the attitude of green, because that's what we're going to worship in, and it's going to be magnificent. God bless you. Save the date, September 25th, and be ready. Be ready. Everything is going to absolutely work together for your prosperity. God bless.
Hey family, it's that time of year again for AIF, or as better known as Adventure in Faith. This is our time of the year that we come together. We're getting towards the end of 2022. We're looking ahead to 2023, and we're coming together to cohesively do some spiritual growing together. This is one of the major events of our calendar year. So last year, we studied Joshua and the battle into Canaan. And I'm not going to announce what we're studying this year. What I want you to do right now is choose your small group. Small groups are an opportunity for you to grow. People grow in community. And so your small groups are going to be meeting together in a virtual space on a weekly basis. And so what you want to do right now is give us your top 2 times. We're going to do our best to put you in your first choice. The only reason that you would end up with your second choice is if the first choice filled up before we got to your name. And we're going to place people in the order that they sign up. So that's a reason for you to go ahead and click that link below, or go to our website, AIF 2022, and choose your times. This is a powerful, powerful series that we do every year. What's happening behind the scenes is that we're laying the plans from a leadership standpoint for 2023. What you're doing is putting a bow on all of the work that we have done spiritually in 2022 and looking ahead to 2023 as well. This is a time of commitment for your spiritual center and deciding how you're going to show up in the next year. I can't wait to dive into AIF 2022. It will start that first Sunday in October. The first Sunday in October. All right, go ahead, click the link so that you can get your first choice.
Good afternoon, Up Church, and welcome to another Sunday to praise God together. I hope you're feeling well, hope you're feeling blessed, and I'm so excited to praise God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Of love, I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
You are the face of God. I love that song so much, and may it be a reminder to you that you are the face of God, and I hold you in my heart. When I think about you during the week, when I think about the things that you are going through, the challenges you may be facing, I remember that you are the face of God, and I hold you in my heart. And I see you as you really are. Not the person with the limitations, but the person with all of the possibility before them. That's who you are. That's who you are. That is your reality. I want to welcome you into our virtual service. I'm Reverend Sherri James. I'm the senior minister of this growing global community of spiritual seekers. And I'm so grateful that you chose to be a part of today. I know that you are not here by accident. I know that you are here to get something that's going to improve your life. And so I just bless you to receive it. Listen, I always have to do the housekeeping. I always want to make sure that we are sharing this service. So if you are watching us on YouTube, please go ahead, subscribe to our channel. Make sure that you like this video. Go like some of our other videos. Leave us comments. Help us get the word out about this powerful ministry that is changing lives. Be our ambassador. We need your help. There's no way we can touch the world singly on our own. It is going to be each one of us sharing this message. If you're watching on Facebook, same thing. Please like our page. Make sure that you join or set yourself up to get notifications. Find this video so that you can leave a comment. And thank you. Thank you for being our partner in prosperity, in sharing this message with the world. I want to take a moment to open today's service in prayer. And I've got a powerful message for you. I can't wait to get to it. But right now, let's till the soil. Let's make ourselves good soil for the word that is to come. Would you pray with me? Father, Mother God, I thank you for a powerful, transformational service. I thank you for change at depth. I thank you for a deepened awareness of the presence of you breathing yourself as us. I pray that whatever is needed is now provided. For that person that needs encouragement, they find it here. For that person that needs motivation, they find it here. For that person that just needs a reminder, they find it here. I thank you that the combination of spoken word and music and artistry reminds people of their divine nature. I pray a special prayer for our world. We're coming up on Unity World Day of Prayer, and I just want to hold our world and specifically our country, the United States of America. I want to hold this idea in prayer. We know that every idea is good through and through, and we don't get caught up on the manifestation of the idea, thinking that it somehow tarnishes the idea. And so I bless this idea to live out, to be manifested through each one of us in a better and stronger way. I give thanks that there is resolution to the discord in our country. I give thanks for the rising up of leaders with a right mind that understands or reaches for, just willing to reach for the idea of a world that works for everyone. I give thanks that right now we are birthing something greater, and that we are simply going through the birthing pains of birthing a greater consciousness of love, of peace, of joy. And I thank you for UPCHURCH's part to play in that. That this footprint that we are expanding, that recognizes the divine nature of all people, that this footprint is expanding and touching hearts. That it's reaching hearts that people thought couldn't be reached. That it's touching souls that people thought couldn't be touched. And it's awakening them to their divine potential. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Now see, I know you hear me when I pray, Spirit. And so I relax and I trust this prayer to be answered. In the name and in the nature and in the consciousness of I am. This prayer is so. And so it is. This month, we are getting ready for a powerful fourth quarter. We are coming strong through the end of the third quarter. I'm going to be talking to you about miracles today. And we want to prepare ourselves for the miracles that are that are designed for our lives. And so I want you to pay close attention over these next several weeks. And then I want you to join us in person on the 25th. Reverend Sheree will bring the word on that day when we are celebrating our worshiping in color service. And the color is green. Now, don't miss this opportunity to be a part of this amazing experience. Those of you that have been there in the past, you know how incredible worshiping in color is. Don't miss it. If you were looking for an opportunity to buy a plane ticket to come to LA, this weekend is it. Oh, let me share with you our vision. Our vision is to love every person up to their true identity and to their highest potential for the greater good of all. And we are on a mission to express God's divine love through teaching spiritual principles, worship services, fellowship activities, and community outreach. Our theme this year, I don't know if you remember it, reconnect, reset, and reaffirm. These last 4 months of 2022 are all about reaffirming your divine identity. See, you're resonating with this message that UPCHURCH offers because you know at your core that you're divine. You already know this. You already feel this in your soul. But you may need a sign, you may need a word, you may need a message that just reminds you of who you are. And then sometimes we forget. Sometimes we start living a life beneath our spiritual privilege until we come into a community like this that reminds us that no, my dear, you are royalty. You are royalty. You are the king's kid. And so I just bless you to lean into this message. I'm going to be talking today about miracles. You are your own miracle. It's the title of my message. You are your own miracle. And so we're going to take some time and really dive in to what provides the mindset that makes for miracles. What is the mindset that makes for miracles? I'm going to pass the baton now to Reverend Sheree. She's going to welcome our visitors, and then I will see you soon with a word about miracles.
Good afternoon, UPCHURCH. It's Reverend Sheree here. I get the distinct pleasure. You all know that if you've been watching us week in and week out, you know that this is where we welcome our visitors. And so I get a chance here to really reach out to every single one of you, to wrap my arms of love around you, let you know that you are here on purpose for a purpose. And we're so grateful that your purpose brought you here to UPCHURCH, that there's something that you're going to get out of this Sunday service that's going to be exactly what you needed to hear in order to break through something that's been in the way, in order to overcome something that has been difficult to overcome, in order to remember who you really are so that you can start showing up more like it in your life, world, and affairs. Welcome to Up Church. So what I want you to know is that this is a powerful community, and we are absolutely committed to your spiritual growth. And if you decide that, this is a space that I want to grow spiritually, you've been watching here and there, or you've been watching, maybe this is the first time, and you know right away, I want to grow with this community. I want you to consider becoming a member of Up Church. Our doors are always open to you, but we are specifically here to, when you say yes to Up Church, you really do root yourself in the community, and you get all the benefits of membership. And we'll talk about that if you're interested in our orientation. But all that you need to do first is take the first step and let us know you're interested. We'll give you all the steps. We'll answer any question that you have. We have a membership orientation coming up in October. But up until then, though, you're free to ask us any questions that you have about Up Church. Just email us at upchurch@upchurch.org. Take that first step. Go ahead, take that first step. You can do it right now. Email us at upchurch@upchurch.org and say, I'm interested. Tell me what's next. And we'll be sure to give you your next steps. So as you're making your decision, I want you to know who you're worshiping with. Okay, so Up Church family and friends, you all know what this is all about. This is where we declare our spiritual name. Now, the power of this exercise, and while we do it week in and week out, I have a million ideas of how we can worship and fellowship together. But this particular exercise is a shift, and I want you to take advantage of it. And so we introduce ourselves to one another by using our spiritual name. And all that you have to do is take I am and put it with a quality of God. I am plus a quality of God. And the quality of God that you choose, I encourage you to pick a quality of God that is what you want to see more of in your experience right now. So let's do it together. Go ahead and put it in the chat. If you're live chatting with us, you can add it to the comments if you are coming in on a different time, or if you just prefer to put it in the comments. We love comments. So go ahead and add your I am statement to the comments. But go ahead and declare. We want to know that we want to see you for who you really are. I am love. What's your spiritual name? Put it in the chat. I just want to acknowledge you. I want to see you for who you really are. I want to affirm that what you've said yes to, who you've identified yourself is right now rising up through you, to you, coming into every aspect of your life. That there's a transformation happening just because you named yourself properly, because you recognize, spiritual being, who you really are. I'm so grateful to know each and every one of you. And we're going to have our daily inspiration. This is where you've been declaring your spiritual name. Now we're going to get some more information. We're going to hear an inspiration that's going to help us to see ourselves differently, help us to move in this world more like who we really are. And so I want you to enjoy the daily inspiration, and I'll be back with you for the affirmation of power. Enjoy.
Sunday, September 4th, 2022. Your relationship to God. If someone would ask you about your relationship to God, how would you respond? Would you claim a father-son relationship? Exactly what does that mean to have a father-son relationship with God? It means that as a child of God, made in God's image likeness, from Genesis 1:26, all the attributes, all of the terms we use to describe God, describe each one of us spiritually, whether we consciously realize it or not. We have a legal right for these attributes. Having God's attributes and qualities enable us to be able to express all that is God. Are you making the most of this fantastic relationship? Are you really clear about your relationship to God? Are you confidently expressing the attributes of life, love, wisdom, power, and substance daily? And does your life reflect good use of all that is yours. If things are not going well in your life, it is an indication that more attention should be given to your spiritual attributes. So stop, regroup, and consciously reconnect with God's presence so that your life becomes a reflection of all that God is. Philippians 4:4 from the King James Version. Rejoice in the Lord always.
It is now time for our affirmation of power. This is where we speak the word of power for ourselves. Now, one of the things that I want you to know, I've already announced that Worshiping in Color is on September 25th. We'll be worshiping in person at UPCHURCH, and our address is 600 West Queen Street in Inglewood, California. 1 p.m. is our service start time, and of course we'll be blasting it out to everyone virtually through our YouTube and Facebook outlets. So I want you to know that the theme is prosperity. Our color is green, so you're going to wear your green no matter if you're virtual or in person. Wear green, worship in color with us, and know that this lesson is going to be specifically designed for you to experience more prosperity than you ever have in your life. We're going to break through any money obstacles. We're going to break through any strongholds that you may have on not having enough so that you can do what God has created you to do, so that you can have the resources that are yours to do what God has for you to do. So this affirmation of power is to prep our minds for this powerful experience we're going to have at the end of the month. So we're going to work with this one each and every week as we open up ourselves to prosperity. So let's affirm together. The Lord is my banker. My credit is good. He makes me to lie down in the consciousness of omnipresent abundance. He gives me the key to his strong box. He restores my faith in his riches. He guides me in the paths of prosperity for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk in the very shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for you are with me. Your silver and your gold, they secure me. You prepare a way for me in the presence of the collector. You fill my wallet with plenty, my measure runs over. Surely goodness and plenty will follow me all the days of my life, and I shall do business in the name of the Lord forever. And so it is. And so it is. That's a powerful adaptation of the 23rd Psalms written by Charles Fillmore. I changed a few of the words around, but the heart of it is still there. So I want you to work with this. I want you to work with it in its entirety for this month as we begin to open ourselves up to prime and prep ourselves for our powerful Worship in Color experience together on September 25th. I'm going to turn the service over to our worship team. I just love how they all lift us up, how they all energize and get us into that space where we can hear the power and presence of God. Let's hear it for the worship team.
Good afternoon, UPCHURCH. It's Noriko from music team. I have an announcement to make today. My brand new song, Miracle, was released on September 2nd, just a few days ago, and you're the first ones to see the lyric video I created. This song came from the t-shirt that Reverend Sherri wore one day. It said, "I am my own miracle." And throughout the pandemic, I've been working on this song, and finally it's here. So please listen, check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, and support my new song. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy.
Your own miracle. Where will my loves and music, how to do it, fell under its spell. Where will it take me now? It's okay if I don't know how. When I was young, thought I'd become a model or a star, singing to my hairbrush like a lady. And now I know it's always fun to see I've come so far. Things get hard sometimes, but that's when I believe you are your own miracle. Where will you go if you know you are your own original? And now I'm on my path to see it through. You're already you. This has just begun. Look around and see how far you've come. Anything you do, if you want it done. Every day you've got it made. You only got this one shot. Born to do you, man, you gotta get this money, it ain't all that. Life be choices, it gon' cost some. Ooh, I love that I could hustle. Wake up hungry, I just need the time. First I love me, then I love my mind. Lord, there's something, water in the wine. We was meant to shine. I am miracle. You are miracle. I am miracle. You are your own miracle. Where will you go if you know you are your own original? And now I'm on my path to see it through.
What a gorgeous song. You are your own miracle. You are your own miracle. If there is any message I want you to grasp, it is that. These next couple of weeks, I'm going to be talking about miracles. I'm going to be talking about the mindset that makes miracles manifest. And I want you to open up for a miraculous life. I want you to just, have all that Spirit has for you. Making miracles manifest. You are a miracle. You are a miracle. Let's personalize that. Put your hand over your heart. I am a miracle. Say that with me. I am a miracle. One more time for the subconscious mind. I am a miracle. Let's hug ourselves. I am a miracle. One more time. I am a miracle. One more time for the subconscious mind. I am a miracle. Oh, you are. You're so amazing. You're so incredible. You are a marvel. There's never been anyone like you. The exact mix of who you are physically, mentally, emotionally has never existed. Even if you are a twin, you are still unique, divinely unique, put here for an incredible purpose. My guiding scripture is Mark chapter 10, verse 27. Jesus looked at them and said, "For mortals, it is impossible, but not for God. For God, all things are possible." All things are possible. This is my thesis for you today. This is what I want to prove to you today. You are in the perfect position for a miracle to happen. You are in a perfect position for a miracle to happen. You're not in the wrong place at the wrong time. You are perfectly positioned for a miracle to happen. Now, we got a lot of funny notions about miracles, but I want to remind you that how God does anything is how God does everything. And so the idea of a miracle, as we have popularly understood it, is that somehow God breaks his own rules. But God does not change the rules for any one of us. Anything that has happened, no matter what has happened, has been the unfolding of a divine law, because you serve an unchanging God. This is what Eric Butterworth, took me a minute, I had to remember, I got a couple of quotes for you. This is Eric Butterworth. He says, the concept that God dispenses with natural laws to perform special favors may sound pleasant, but it is a false concept. Remember, we talked about those concepts of God, right? That understanding of God. The understanding of God that somehow God broke God's own rules is a false concept. When we learn to live in harmony with principle, we will always have good. God cannot change the rules for any of us. He can help us understand the rules and apply them, but not change them. We can beg, we can plead, but this will do no good. So I want you to get that I'm not talking about a miracle from the standpoint of the world's definition of miracle, because the world's definition of miracle is based on a concept of a God that changes. Now, no one would say that. They'd say, no, I'm holding to God's unchanging hand. God is eternal. And then God turns around and breaks God's own rules. No, how God does everything is how God does anything. We got to grow up our concept of God. St. Augustine, one of the church fathers and one of the early antecedents to New Thought, not a New Thought person, but one of the antecedents, one of the people through history that this trail of thought of humankind as is divine has traveled. St. Augustine wrote, miracles are not contrary to nature, but only contrary to what we know about nature. Miracles are not contrary to nature, but only contrary to what we know about nature. In other words, the miracle is unfolding according to a divine law that you may not yet be aware of. You don't need to know the law to work the law. It works if you work it. It doesn't work if you just know about it. It works if you work it. And so you can be working divine law without a conscious understanding of it, living a miraculous experience. We call those people unconscious competence. They don't know how they do it, but they just do it. Now, what we are growing into are conscious competence. I don't want you to just be able to work the law. I want you to understand how you work the law. So conscious competence is what we're reaching for. Let's define miracles. So this is from the Revealing Word. An event or effect in the physical world beyond or out of the ordinary course of things, deviating from the known laws of nature or transcending our knowledge of these laws. Now that's from Webster. In reality, miracles are events that take place as the result of operation of a higher unknown law. God does not break God's rules in order to deliver some good to you. But you can set in motion a cause that operates the law and get what appears to be a miracle. But you've never violated divine law. Nothing just happens. All happenings are the result of cause and effect and can be explained under the law of cause and effect. You may, when you have a miracle happen in your life, a healing, instantaneous healing, or some financial breakthrough, or some other experience, you are working a law that maybe at the level of consciousness that you worked it, you weren't aware of what you were doing. But it works if you work it. If you work it, it's going to work. Because that's how the law is. It is perpetually operating on your behalf, bringing to you the things that you desire on a soul level. Mighty things have been wrought in the past by those who had mere blind faith to guide them. To faith, we now add understanding of the law, and our achievements will be a fulfillment of the promise of Jesus. He said, "He that believes on me, the works that I do, he shall do also, and greater works than these shall he do." You were not here to simply live up to the standard of Jesus. You are here to go past the standard of Jesus. Maybe you hadn't thought about that. Maybe you had made Jesus the pinnacle because somewhere in your mind you were still deifying Jesus, and you needed to realize, don't knock him off the pedestal. You just get up there with him. Not my words, his words. "He that believes on me, the works I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do." You are called to exceed the example of Jesus. That means that there need to be healings in your life, not just in your body, but in the people that you are connected to. That means that there need to be financial breakthroughs, not just in your life, but in the people whose lives you are connected to. You're not getting better just for yourself. You're getting better because there are people who won't get better until they see you do it. You are a center of influence. You are a radiating center of light. And you turning your life around is a message. You turning your life around is a fire starter for somebody else, because somebody that you don't know is watching you. They're watching how you move. They're watching how you do what you do. They're choosing what they do in their experience based on how you show up. I know we don't always like that term leader. And sometimes in church settings, I have to be mindful not to call people leaders because they've got a button on that word leader. But the truth is that you are a leader somewhere in your life. Now, you can come up with a euphemism for it and call it whatever you want to, but you are a leader somewhere in your experience. Because someone is watching you, observing you. Even if you don't have the title leader, you are a leader somewhere in your experience, and someone is watching how you do what you do. They are watching how you move, and they are making choices in their life based on your moves. It has never been more urgent for you to live this message. It has never been more urgent for you to get this teaching down in your soul. This is the moment. Make a decision. Make a decision. Make a decision that I'm going to try. That's what I did. That's literally what I did. I was in a dusty, busted motel in Jacksonville, Florida, No shade, but it was the La Quinta Inn. The match, I was down there showing a film. The mattress was moist. The mattress was lumpy with stains. Exactly, how did I see the stains? It's supposed to have a sheet on it. The carpet was moist, but not like in a we just cleaned it kind of way. The bathroom door had a blood stain on it. And I was too broke financially to get out of it. The hotel had been booked for me, and I barely had enough cash to basically feed myself that weekend. So essentially, I was stuck. And it was in that room where, now at that point, this is October 3rd. Oh, we're coming up on the anniversary. October 3rd, 2009. And I made a decision in that room because I was just disgusted. This is one of them have a come to Jesus moment. And at this time, I'm already a licensed teacher and I'm teaching this prosperity message. And I'm telling people that they can have as far as they can see. And I can't get myself out of this hotel room or motel room. And so in that room, I made a decision that I was going to partner with God. And and part of my partnership was going to be my tithe. This is why I teach tithing. Part of my partnership was going to be that tithe, and that I would not play with it. Whatever came, 10 cents off of every dollar goes to where I receive my spiritual food, period. I became religious with it, you might say. And in that, trying it out, because this is what I had resolved. It's like, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to either prove that it works, or I'm going to go tell everybody that Reverend Della lied, Reverend Mary lied, Reverend Johnny lied. Like, I'm going to just, like, either it works or it doesn't, but it can't be this in between. And I got too much integrity to teach a message that I can't live. I got too much integrity to teach a message that I can't live. And so I was on a mission. Turns out it works. But my point for you is try it. Make a decision. Find something that you've heard either me say or Reverend Sheree or John or Jack or anybody else that's in our teaching core and live it. Decide, I'm going to put this in place. They said do affirmations this way. I'm going to do it this way. And I'm just going to see. I'm going to taste and see. I'm going to see what I get. And then you can report if you've been faithful with it, if you've been honest with it. You can report whether or not it works or not. I'm willing for you to try out what I'm cooking. I'm willing for you to try out what I'm cooking. Because I know what I'm cooking is a good meal. See, you have to see the miracles for there to be miracles. You have to see the miracles for there to be miracles. The caterpillar cannot fathom flight. So before you can invite miracles into your life, we got to clean up your sight. We got to clean up what you're looking at. Albert Einstein says there's only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle, and the other is as though everything is a miracle. We are talking about a fundamental shift in how you see the world. That's what I'm inviting you today. I'm inviting you to have a fundamental shift in the way that you see the world. Sue Monk Kidd, who wrote The Secret Life of Bees, this is what she says. I realized for the first time in my life, there is nothing but mystery in the world. How it hides behind the fabric of our poor, browbeat days, shining brightly, and we don't even know it. There's nothing but mysteries in the world. Miracles are the norm. Miracles are the norm. I read this quote and I thought it was powerful. It says, where there is hope, there is faith. Where there is faith, miracles happen. Faith is your spiritual power to see beyond appearances. Hope and faith go together. Every place where you're willing to entertain hope is the place where a miracle can take place. So I got 3 points for you today. 3 points. 3 points I want to give you. Point number 1, meditate. Point number 2, let go. And point number 3, speak the word. Keep it simple. Point number 1, meditate. Meditate. Meditation makes you innocent. It makes you childlike. And in that state, miracles are possible. That state is pure magic. If any of you have or have had little kids in your life, you know they come to each moment and it's just magical. And you wonder, how did I get away from that? How did I get away from that magical way? Well, I got news for you. You got a way of getting back without putting your brain in the trunk, and it's called meditation. That when you take time to meditate, you open yourself up to the miracles that are already present. Every day holds the possibility for a miracle. And don't be fooled by problems. Don't be fooled by problems. Every miracle in the Bible started as a problem. So you already positioned. Every problem in the Bible, every miracle in the Bible started as a problem. 2 Kings 4:1-7, my favorite Bible story. The widow comes to Elisha because she is destitute and about to lose her only means of support if the creditors take her 2 sons as they have been threatening. Luke 13:10-17, Jesus heals a woman who had been crippled and bent over for 18 years, and one touch from a master teacher and she was straightened out. Every miracle in the Bible starts as a problem. So let me ask you, put a 1 in the chat if you got problems. put a 1 in the chat if you got more than one problem. Yes. Yes. See, you're sitting in the perfect situation for a miracle. The more problems you have, the more miracles you got possibly happening in your experience. Hello, somebody. Every miracle in the Bible started as a problem. So just count them up. Just count them up. Count up the problems. Because every place where there's a problem is a possibility for a miracle. I'll say it this way. Every problem contains the seed for an equivalent miracle. Every problem in your life contains the equivalent seed for a miracle. You just need to know how to plant your problems. Oh, you didn't hear that. You just need to know how to plant your problems. You need to know how to take that problem, put it in the soil of your consciousness, nurture it, water it, give it some sunlight, and let the miracle happen. You got to see it differently. It's your skepticism about life that's keeping the miracles at bay. My ability to express miracles are a direct reflection of how quickly I can shift my attention, my perception from fear to love. This is why Elizabeth Barrett Browning, one of my favorite poems, earth's crammed with heaven, and every common bush afire with God. But only he who sees takes off his shoes. The rest sit round and pluck blackberries. When I read that poem, the reason it's my favorite is it just hit me to my core. Please don't let me be the people plucking blackberries. Let me have the insight to take off my shoes, because every common bush is a fire with God. Earth is crammed. You know crammed? Crammed. Earth is crammed with heaven. In other words, everywhere you look, it's just mystery and mysticism. Everywhere you look, it's in the eyes of a child. It's in the flutter of a butterfly's wings. It's in the growth of a plant, of coming up through the soil. It's in the trees. It's in the technology that we can even do this. Earth is crammed with heaven, and every common bush afire with God. But only he who sees takes off his shoes. The rest sit round. They eating off of the bush that's afire with God. Treating it like it's just ordinary. They like the fish in water. Whew. Point number 2, let go. Let go. This is Thich Nhat Hanh. He says, people usually consider walking on water or in thin air a miracle. But I think the real miracle is not to walk either on water or in thin air, but to walk on earth. Every day we are engaged in a miracle, which we don't even recognize. A blue sky, white clouds, green leaves, the black, curious eyes of a child, our own 2 eyes. All is a miracle. I read this and it cracked me up. It says, we live on a blue planet that circles around a ball of fire next to a moon that moves the sea. And you don't believe in miracles? Eric Butterworth, you are a limitless creature in spirit, but you can manifest in your life only that much of the limitless that you can accept in your consciousness. God can only do for you that which God can do through you. God can only do for you that which he can do through you. God doesn't work miracles for you. God is the great miracle which can be released through you if you expand your consciousness to accept it. But it doesn't work for you, it works through you. Through your own participation. The universe has already given you everything. You don't have to get anything out of the universe. You've already been given everything. You're the gatekeeper of your own miracles. You're the gatekeeper and you lock the gate. Nobody else has the key but you. So let's unlock the key. Point number 3, speak the word. Speak the word. So I said that we want to clean up our eyesight, right? We got to clean up our eyesight. What you see is controlled by what you say. What you see is controlled by what you say. I've given you this example before. In the room that you're now sitting in, and as far as I know, we don't have any electricians in our congregation. In the room that you are now sitting in, that you've been sitting in at least a year, right? You know it better than anybody. And an electrician will come in and will see things in the room that you cannot see because of the vocabulary that the electrician carries in their heart. You can't see what you don't have a word for. Now, keep you in the room, keep the electrician, bring a plumber in the room, and the plumber is going to see things that neither you nor the electrician sees because of the vocabulary that the plumber is holding in his or her heart. You cannot see what you cannot say. Part of what's keeping you from having is often that you don't have the words to express it. Most people work with the vocabulary of 600 words. And they use the same 600 words and they wonder why their life does not change. You have to see the miracle in order for there to be a miracle. The miracle requires sight, but your sight is controlled by the words that you carry in your heart. And let me tell you what you carry in your heart. That which has been steadily dripped on your heart. We never have an output problem, only ever an input problem. What are you taking in? What gets your attention on a daily basis? What things are you paying attention to? Because whatever you're paying attention to is very likely what you're talking about. And whatever it is that you're talking about, whether you say it out loud or whether you say it internally where nobody can hear it, whatever it is that you talk about, that is the soil that tills the soil for the level of miracle that you can have. Speak the word. Speak the word. We shall do as Einstein suggested. Come to each moment as if it's miraculous. I am open to the miracles of life. I am open to the plenty of life. Let it come in. Every place where a miracle occurs was preceded by someone who was willing to imagine one being possible. You, and specifically your word, is the gatekeeper for the miracles in your life. So begin to speak differently about your body. Begin to speak differently about your health, your charts. You know, you go to the doctor, they give you a workup. Don't just take the doctor's word. You start speaking. I'm not telling you be in denial about what the report says, right? Acknowledge the report, but what the conversation that you have with your organs, with your body, is that your blueprint is perfect, that you were created by infinite perfection, and you now return to infinite perfection. Any seeming deficiency, any seeming imbalance is now restored to its original perfection. This is Deepak Chopra. He says, according to Vedanta, there are only two symptoms of enlightenment, just two indications that a transformation is taking place within you toward a higher consciousness. The first symptom is that you stop worrying. Things just don't bother you anymore. You become lighthearted and full of joy. The second symptom is that you encounter more and more meaningful coincidences in your life, more and more synchronicities. And this accelerates to the point where you actually experience the miraculous. You can invite miracles. I invite miracles. Let's try that. Put your hand over your heart. Okay, get that right. Over your heart and over the generative organs. I invite miracles. I invite the miraculous flow of spirit. I invite love. I invite peace. I invite joy. I invite the riches of God. Come through me now. Come up through me to me now. Yes, I'm available for it. So let's review. You are in the perfect position for a miracle to happen. Point number one, meditate. Meditation opens you up to the miraculous. It takes you back without you losing your knowledge or your wisdom, but it takes you back to that childlike awareness, that wonder, coming to each moment with a sense of wonder. Point number two, let go. This is about surrender. Let go and let God be God in you. Surrender to the miracle that is desperately trying to get expression through you. I don't even know if I touched on that. Maybe that's next week. That the miracle is desperately seeking perfection. is constantly knocking at the door. And point number 3, speak the word. Let your words align with the possibility for miracles. Maybe it's a bridge too far to say, I believe in miracles. Maybe that's a bridge too far for you. But maybe you can begin with, I'm willing to have a miracle. Speak the word. Speak the word that you can speak that is not going to make you doubt yourself. I'm willing to have a miracle. I'm willing to have a better life. I'm willing to have more than I have right now. I'm willing for my life to become magical. I'm willing for my life to be incredible and to blow my own mind. I'm willing for that to happen. Speak as if you understand how miraculous you are. Don't wait till you fully believe it. Start now. Start speaking it now. I'm not telling you what I read. I'm telling you what I've worked, and I'm working. God bless you.
There is just one life. That life is God's life, flowing free and moving through me. That life is perfect. That life is God's life, my life now. No limits, no bounds. The deeper and deeper I go, it's sweeter than I've ever known. Oh, I'll never stop growing, 'cause love keeps on calling me on. There's just one life, it's God's life. Oh, it's perfect, and it's my life, just one life, it's God's life. Oh, it's perfect, and it's my life now. Love is my purpose, freedom my birthright. Joy unfolds through my very soul. It's time I claim it. Every time I feel it, God is real, the truth of me. The deeper and deeper I go, deeper and deeper I go. Oh, He's living in my heart, it's beating as my own. and it's my life now.
All right, family, it is time to support your spiritual center and help us take this message global. Made it so easy for you to support UpChurch. Contributions to our ministry can be made online. You can text UpChurch to 73256, or you can go to upchurch.org and click on the Give button, or you can make your gift via Cash App. Our Cash App ID is $UpChurchLA. Or you can mail in your gift. And remember, we have a new mailing address, 3108 Glendale Boulevard, number 547, Los Angeles, 90039. Would you read along with me? Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I trust God. All right, let's back up that blessing with a declaration. We want to send this seed out with energy, enthusiasm, and expectancy. I am in the flow. I give generously and I receive abundantly. I am a massive giver and a gracious receiver. All right, family, let's have some announcements and then I'll be back to close us out.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, UpChurch family. I'm Tonda.
And I'm Lawrence.
And we are your co-chairs for our
Party in the Park. Come join us on September 10th at Blair Hills Park, 5950 Right Crest Drive, Culver City, California, 90232.
We're going to be getting together from noon to 4 p.m. So come out for food, fun, prizes, and games so that you can fellowship with your church family.
Come on and see what's up with UpChurch. Come and join our UpChurch family for some fun. RSVP at upchurch.org.
Good afternoon, UpChurch. So I am here to let you know about a class that is only being taught at seminary by your seminary teacher, John Downey III. Atom smashing powers of the mind. It is an advanced Charles Fillmore class in the Master Certificate program. Did you know that science tells us that there is a universal light that animates and sustains all forms and shapes in the universe? These are the kind of things we're going to be talking about, because Jesus said God is spirit, and he also said the kingdom of God is within you. So if you want to release this hidden power within you, Wednesday starting September 7th, that's right after Labor Day, at JCTS online via Zoom with JD3. It's only $50. Now before you start griping about the $50, you get the credits for your Master Certificate program, and we do not collect a love offering. So come and join me for this amazing, phenomenal class that has not been offered in a very, very long time. I'll see you there on Wednesdays in class. And just email me, john@upchurch.org. God bless you. Stay in the light.
UPCHURCH, I have a powerful announcement for you. It's time for our fall semester of spiritual education classes. This semester, we are featuring classes on the Bible. And so we have two powerful classes for you. On Tuesdays, we begin a new Bible series. So join us for Bible 1. This is an introduction to the Bible. Some of the most powerful stories ever told are in the Holy Bible. In these stories are formulas for overcoming your life challenges. Whether you've been reading these stories for years or if you've never picked up a Bible before, this workshop series will explore the stories in a new way and provide a framework for studying scripture and extracting what you need to win in your own life story. This class takes place on Tuesdays from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Pacific. I would love to have you join this class. It's going to be very powerful. On Sundays, join us for the last class in our Bible series, Bible 6, which focuses on the New Testament metaphysical interpretation. This is the second part, and it is from Acts through Revelation. Learn the tools and techniques to find the deeper meaning in the scriptures in this hands-on metaphysical Bible study course. We will cover the metaphysical teachings of Jesus and focus on Acts through Revelation. John Downey III is teaching this class. You don't want to miss it. It takes place on Sundays from 3 to 4:30 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be such a fun fall semester as we explore the Bible. And so I want to invite you to register today. Class registration is open. We have a seat for you. These classes are virtual. Classes begin on Sunday, September 18th, and you can register at upchurch.org. I can't wait to see you in class. Let's study the Bible together. Hey, UPCHURCH family, I have an announcement for you. Worshiping in Color is September 25th. We're going to be worshiping in person, and the color is green. This is where you put on your green, put on your amazing green, and come and worship. Now, I want to give you all a little hint. The theme for this Worshiping in Color is prosperity. And so we're going to talk about prosperity. I want you to bring, I got an exercise for you. I have a ceremony for you. I want you to bring some cash. So I know some of us don't hold on to cash. We're using cards and everything, but for Worshiping in Color, I want you to bring some cash. And don't just bring a little bit. Bring some cash that represents a lot of money to you. I want you to do that. If you're worshiping with us virtually, make sure you have cash with you so that you can participate in this amazing blessing of money that we're going to do on September 25th. The theme for Worshiping in Color is prosperity. I cannot wait to be with you, and I want you to remember to start looking for your green. Start getting into the attitude of green, because that's what we're going to worship in, and it's going to be magnificent. God bless you. Save the date, September 25th, and be ready. Be ready. Everything is going to absolutely work together for your prosperity. God bless.
Hey family, it's that time of year again for AIF, or as better known as Adventure in Faith. This is our time of the year that we come together. We're getting towards the end of 2022. We're looking ahead to 2023, and we're coming together to cohesively do some spiritual growing together. This is one of the major events of our calendar year. So last year, we studied Joshua and the battle into Canaan. And I'm not going to announce what we're studying this year. What I want you to do right now is choose your small group. Small groups are an opportunity for you to grow. People grow in community. And so your small groups are going to be meeting together in a virtual space on a weekly basis. And so what you want to do right now is give us your top 2 times. We're going to do our best to put you in your first choice. The only reason that you would end up with your second choice is if the first choice filled up before we got to your name. And we're going to place people in the order that they sign up. So that's a reason for you to go ahead and click that link below, or go to our website, AIF 2022, and choose your times. This is a powerful, powerful series that we do every year. What's happening behind the scenes is that we're laying the plans from a leadership standpoint for 2023. What you're doing is putting a bow on all of the work that we have done spiritually in 2022 and looking ahead to 2023 as well. This is a time of commitment for your spiritual center and deciding how you're going to show up in the next year. I can't wait to dive into AIF 2022. It will start that first Sunday in October. The first Sunday in October. All right, go ahead, click the link so that you can get your first choice. Trust that today brought you everything that you needed. I know something about spirit. I know that everywhere and evenly present is the Spirit of God. And where the Spirit is, joy is, enlightenment is. So it's not even like a arrogant kind of thing. It's just recognizing that that's how God is. That wherever you deposit yourself, that you're going to receive some measure of the Spirit. So I know you got your breakthrough. Not because of me, but because of God. I know you got your encouragement. I know you got what it is that you need in order to do this week like a person on fire. I know that you got what you needed to step out into the unknown, to face whatever may come. And so I just bless you right now to open up for miracles, to open up for a movement of spirit that blows your mind. Move into that magical place where miracles can happen. You've got everything you need to do that. Let's take our prayer for protection, and then I will see you in the after party. Would you read along with me? The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And so it is. Have an absolutely amazing week. And I'll see you soon.